random things because there wasn't one strong thread from my psychology, from my consciousness that was telling the universe that I wanted this particular thing. It was giving it a bunch of different things, including bad things. But from what I've seen, still, deep down, the universe will bring you what you need if you don't know what you want. At least I believe that. And the sooner you figure that out, the better. Think of it this way. If you're going through life and you're feeling like there's something else out there for you, that you're just not quite getting what you want, you're probably not really decided on what that is. Your parents might have told you to go to college and become a doctor or become this or that. But is that really what you wanted? So your entire life might be based on a lie. You might have had a family or not have had a family in order to please one person or another, to stay with one person that you thought was the right person for you, but maybe that's not the right person for you. I'm not telling you to up and just quit your life as it is, but think about it. Think about what you would do if there was no money. If you didn't need to have money. If all your needs were met, what would you do? It's a question to ask yourself. What would you do if you had unlimited amount of money? It's another question. What would you do if you knew you were going to die tomorrow? What if you knew? What would you do if you knew you were going to die in a week, in a month, in a year, in 5 years? Take all these questions and write them down. You're probably going to find a lot more about yourself than you thought. One more question to ask yourself is, actually, what makes you happy? What do you do and you lose track of time? What are you good at? What do people tell you that you are good at? What do people give you praise for, but they don't really tell you that you're good at? It might even be something odd, like they might be saying, you're really good at organizing things, thanks, or something like that. Or they don't say you should be an organizer or a manager or anything, but maybe you should. Maybe you should focus on becoming an entrepreneur. You want to organize, you want to manage money, you want to build systems. That's what I like to do. And a lot of people out there, they might not realize that they might be really good at that because they're working in a store, but they might go home and they might manage their finances like a business. They might be good at making things and selling things, on Facebook or something, but they haven't really taken it to the next level. There's a lot of opportunity out there if you're looking. But in the chapter, let's see, I lost my spot. Let's see, this single application of The Secret by that young man, Mr. Schwab, made him a huge fortune in both money and opportunity. See, these facts, and they are facts well known to almost everyone who knew. Mr. Carnegie, give you a fair idea of what the reading of this book may bring to you, provided you know what it is that you want. Again, keep that in mind. You have to know what it is that you want. Even before it had undergone 20 years of practical testing, The Secret was passed on to more than 100,000 men and women who have used it for their personal benefit, as Mr. Carnegie planned they should. Now, a lot of you may have heard of The Secret. I think that's where the title of that book came from, was this book. Because they're using the same ideology. Plus, it's really good marketing. People want to know a secret. They want to know, they're intrigued by a secret they don't know, something hidden from them. And him putting it this way makes it seem like there's something you need to know by reading this book. And it's really smart. So, Some have made fortunes with it. Others have used it successfully in creating harmony in their homes. A clergyman used it so effectively that it brought him an income of upwards of $75,000 a year. Back then, that was probably a few $100,000. Arthur Nash, a Cincinnati tailor, used his near-bankrupt business as a guinea pig on which to test the formula. The business came to life and made a fortune for its owners. It's still thriving.